There's that moment when you just look deeply into someone's eyes and just know from the bottom of your heart that you truly love that person. That moment might just be the most terrifying moment you will ever experience in your entire life. Scarier than even skydiving or spiders. Ugh. Because fear can cause us to just freeze up.
I love urologists.
Urologists? You love penis doctors? So rather than you be lost trying to figure out how to tell a guy that you love him, this video will show you how to do it depending on your dating situation. Keep watching. Hey there, Adam Littlejohn from SexyConfidence.com, where I help women just like you create their love story. Now, most women, in my experience, when they start dating a guy, they'll wait to say anything that involves the L word, and then if enough time goes by and the guy doesn't say it, they will go out of nowhere and confess their love to him, and then he'll be like, and then they're gonna run off and their heart is completely broken and shattered into a million different pieces. I don't want that to be you. I want you to follow the advice in this video. So let's just start with a high-level principle that applies universally when it comes to love. The way to ultimately tell someone that you love them is to show them. This means that you're thinking about them and you want to do something special for them and legitimately care about their needs, and in many cases put their needs over your needs. And of course it goes the other way. The best way to feel love from someone is for them to show you that they love you. And if you're not feeling enough love from the guy and he's not showing you that he loves you, then you know what? Stop investing so much emotionally in the man. As I always say, never invest more in a man than he's investing in you. So now that we got that out of the way, let's look at a few scenarios where you want to tell a guy that you love him. Scenario A is he's told you that he loves you, but you just haven't responded yet. Now, weirdly enough, this happens a lot, and it can happen because maybe you're afraid to actually give in, you're afraid of your emotions, or maybe you just were a little bit caught off guard. If that's the case, just go ahead, tell him back that you love him. There's no worse feeling in the world being a guy than to confess your love to a woman and she hasn't yet given you any type of response. Don't let fear get in the way. If he has shown you that he loves you as well as he's told you that he loves you, then you need to take that leap of faith. I mean, look, as I always say, the past doesn't equal the future. Maybe you've gotten burned in the past, but you got to take that leap of faith and really hope that things are going to work out and realize that, sometimes it's not going to work out, but many times it does. Now, scenario B is that he's showing you that he loves you, but he hasn't yet told you or said those words. If this is the case, then be patient. Be patient with him. I know that you want nothing more than to feel that security of him telling you that he loves you, but sometimes people just take a little bit longer to actually say those words. I, for one, didn't tell Jessica that I loved her for 5 months and 22 days of dating. She was getting a little annoyed. She would never admit it at the time, but she was kind of losing her patience here. The reality is, I knew that I loved her within the first moment of meeting her and really the first date of being with her. In reality, I just knew that this was the person I wanted to be with. And the reason why I was waiting to say those words is because in my past relationship, I said those words prematurely and realized pretty quickly shortly thereafter that I wasn't actually in love and that the relationship needed to end. So I was a little bit scarred from that breakup because it wasn't too good. Luckily, Jessica was patient, and when I did finally tell her that I loved her, then she of course reciprocated, and I was able to tell her kind of why I waited so long, and all has worked out. We're now engaged. But I will say this, if he goes more than 6 to 8 months without telling you he loves you, then you may want to take a closer look if the actions he's putting into the relationship are showing you that he actually does love you. Get advice from friends and start to figure out, is this guy really in it for love, or is he in it for maybe a little bit something else? Scenario C is that he hasn't showed you that he loves you and he hasn't told you. If this is the case, I'm sorry to give you bad news, but this thing is over. Stop living your love life with a strategy of hope. Hoping and praying that a guy will change or that he's going to finally come around and confess his love to you. Or even worse, hope that if you confess your love to him, he's going to suddenly realize that he's always loved you and come back. Don't live that way. You are a higher value woman than to live that life. Move on with your life. Back off a little bit from this relationship. Go get a life. Work on your own social life. If you're not in a committed relationship with that guy and he's not showing you that he loves you, he's not telling you that he loves you, then you are a free woman to accept dates from other guys. Keep getting out there, keep flirting, keep your online dating profile out there, and go on dates because this guy hasn't invested in you. So you know what? No more investing in him. Time to move on and say that 4-letter word, which is next. Find the next guy. And if you do want a little bit of help with your love life, I have a free training, free webinar that's available right here or right down there in the description of this video or anywhere on this page or at sexyconfidence.com, where I'm going to show you the 3 steps to getting a guy to pursue you and only you. And on that webinar, I'm going to be talking about my signature course, which is Attract the One Academy, which really helps you through a 10-week process of getting out there and finding the man that you truly deserve. So if you want all that, head on over to sexyconfidence.com, click the link there anywhere on this page, and I cannot wait to speak to you very soon. Oh, of course, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, and don't forget to like this on YouTube as well, because we have some kick-ass content coming this upcoming year. Thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you, you sexy single lady, next week. Bye-bye.